So this is Lisa Bates of Bates Farm, and I helped make this lesson on Charles Stark Draper and inertial navigation, and I wanted to go over how to make a gimbal. So my first prototype, it freely floats as much as it can around the stick here. See, that floats, but this part and this part floats. It turns. But the outer part doesn't turn as well. So we're going to make another one. And basically they're sandwiches. So you have your 3 layers. You have your outer layer, I have an inner layer, and then you have the other side layer. So we're basically making sandwiches of all 3 rings. We have to fix the dowels. These are wooden dowels and pieces of straw that, and then this is a paper tube for the gimbal to sit around. So you can do a gimbal for your camera, so it will stay facing the same way every time. You can actually buy them. But why is a gimbal important? So I took a picture here. Your gimbal is your mechanical structures. They help things like cameras and sensors stay steady while allowing them to move freely. So they always keep the device upright, even when turned or tilted. So it allows sensors to measure movement accurately, which is crucial for safe navigation in planes and rockets and ships. So this is a picture of an inertial navigation unit, and right here, the steel is a gimbal, whereas the sensors inside would be the gyroscopic sensors that measure, but the gimbal is the structure inside. So I'm going to show you how to do the gimbal. So you have 3 pages in their cardstock, and they look like this, and then you have some blank sheets of paper also. So for your cardstock, I cut it all out. So there's 3 big rings, 3 small rings, and 3 circles. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the big rings, because that's the easiest part. So we're going to take the big rings, and we're going to take the straw, and we're going to measure the straw, the length or the width of the big ring, and we're going to mark it, and then we're going to cut it. So we need 2 pieces of straw for the big ring. So I'm going to go here at these red lines, and I'm going to measure the straw. So I'm at the red line, and I'm going to measure the straw. So I cut the 2 pieces of straw, and I'm just setting them on there right now on this bottom piece. Now I'm going to cut this second centerpiece in half, and then I'm going to cut it so that the gap between the 2 halves is the same width as the center straw. So I just cut 2 of the red lines for the big piece. This is the biggest ring. And then I'm going to cut it out smaller so that there'll be a gap the width of the straw. And then I'm going to glue the straws down to the lines with glue dots. So there's one glued down, and then I took the glue dot and I smeared it right there, and I'm just going to stick it down. So I just cut a very tiny bit off of each side of the red line of these 2 halves, and then I stuck it back on here to make sure that I had cut off enough. Now I'm going to get the glue stick, and I'm going to glue these 2 halves together back on this piece. Okay, so I laid the 3rd piece on here. I made sure that my little red lines line up with my 2 pieces of straw. The next thing I'm going to do is take the glue stick, and I'm going to run the glue all over it, and then I'm going to push it down. So basically you end up with a sandwich. It's 3 layers. That'll give this thing some strength right here. And then we'll go and move on to the next step. All right, so this is glued and everything. So we have a 3-layer cake, basically a sandwich with some straws in the middle. We'll go on and move to the middle ring then. Okay, so here's the middle ring. On each, we put a piece of straw on each little red line. You've got 4 red lines on this one and 4 red lines on this other one. So I cut the pieces of straw the width of the ring. Now I'm going to cut this piece into 4 equal pieces, and then I'm going to cut a little bit on each corner, and I'll show you that. So let's see. All right, so I cut that, and then you just want to cut just a sliver off each side of it. So just a little, so that you get the width of the straw. You leave a space for that. Okay, so I didn't glue them in yet, but you can see that I cut them on the red line, and then I cut just a little bit off of them. So here's my pieces, maybe less than 1/8 of an inch, just a real sliver. And then I'm going to take the glue and I'm going to glue it down with the glue stick. And then I'll go to the next thing, which is we will then glue on the wrong side of this. We'll glue it, and we want to stick it on there with the lines on top of the straws. So when you line up the straws as best you can, doesn't have to be perfect, with that, then you can glue all that down and you'll get another sandwich with the straws in the middle. Okay, so there's the 2 layers glued together. Here's the 3rd layer. I turned it on the wrong side out. I'm fixing to put glue on it. So as you can see, the glue is purple. I'm going to glue this whole thing, and then I'm going to stick it down on there, and I'll do another video start. Okay, so now you have another 3-layer sandwich. You can kind of see the layers there. So, except this one has 4 pieces of straw. So you have the inner layer, or the middle layer, and the outer layer. They're going to lay like that because you'll line up your red lines. Now I'm going to do the center layer. Okay, so I took my circle and I cut 2 small pieces of straw. I just kind of guesstimated a little bit smaller than the pieces that were in the middle gimbal, and then I cut one of the other circles in half, and now I'm going to shave off just a little bit off each side so that it'll go back together but leave a gap for the straws. So right now both of them are just a little big, so I'm just going to cut down the center of each side, get that red line gone, and we'll put it back together. I'll glue the 2nd layer, and then I'll show you the 3rd layer. Okay, so as you can see that's the 2 layers with the straws. Now for this 3rd layer, to put it on, what I'm going to end up doing is I've laid it across here, and I'm going to have to cut a slit down the red line at least a little bit longer than the length of the straws. Otherwise, it's going to buckle and it's not going to fit down when you glue it. Well. So here I got my 2 pieces of straw. I cut my slits. It's got to have clearance between it. I got a little wrinkle. It's not that big of a deal. So, because we got to have clearance between the 2 things. Now I'm going to show you how to roll the paper around, get it started around the shish kebab, the wooden skewer, and then I'll show you that. So for this, I took 2 pieces of paper. I just laid down a little strip of glue. You can barely see it there. And I'm going to stick the 2 pieces of paper together long ways, just like this. And then I'm going to lay my skewer right here, and I'm going to get it started. All right, so we're just going to start it rolling it around the skewer because the skewer is tiny. And I just got to get it started, and we're just going to roll it. doesn't have to be perfect. It's not gonna, like, it doesn't have to even be even. It just needs to roll. So this is a good craft for kids to learn those fine motor skills that I still don't have very well. I'm just gonna get that second paper. All right, I got it all rolled up. Now I'm gonna pull the skewer out and I'm just gonna do this. We're just gonna keep rolling it for a minute. So it'll roll a little tighter when you do this. Put some pressure on it. And then I'm gonna find the edge. I'm gonna unroll the edge. Just like this, just a little bit. And then I'm gonna take the glue and I'm just gonna run a glue down the edge. And then I'm gonna roll it back up. Like, and just keep rolling. So I took this white paper piece we just rolled and I got to make a hole through the centerpiece. So I took it and I kind of drew it off. It's a little off center, so I'm going to try to center it up when I cut it. But that's what we're going to do next. Just cut the little hole in the centerpiece. So you can see I got the hole all the way through on one side till it poked just a little bit through. And now I'm going back on the other side and poking it back through so you'll have an even hole. Now I just ran the skewer back and forth through the hole so I made sure that it would travel freely. So then I took a glue dot, and I put it on the end of the skewer like that so you can see it. And then I took I had a sticky circle that's in your, it's a round sticker that's in your kit, and I'm gonna stick the sticky circle and the glue dot to the end of the skewer. All right, so now we have our hole cut and our paper tube threaded through it so that it's lined up with the straws. See, right, like that. And we're going to stick the skewer that we did with the sticky and the sticker and the glue dot through the hole in the larger one. And then we're going to line this up, see if we can. So we're going to stick it down through there. And we're going to line it up with the hole there. And then we're going to push it through. We're going to line it through there. And then we're going to catch the other piece. So then we're going to push it through there. And we're going to push it through enough that we should have movement here and movement here. So I can push it up, and then I'm going to mark this like where it stops tapering, and I'm going to cut it off with my scissors or a knife, just the edge. And then I'm going to put another glue dot and another sticker. Well, I guess we could do it this way. Since we already have one glue dot and sticker, we can push it all the way down. I didn't think about that. Here we go. So now we have the glue dot and the sticker, and we just fold it over just like that. And then I have complete movement right here. And then I have this moves, and this moves inside of it because we just have the sticky dot. We just don't want it to go anywhere. That's all we want, to keep it from the end. But we still want it to be able to turn. So we just don't want it to get swallowed up and fall out. So I'm going to mark it right here, and I'm going to cut it, and then we'll come back. Now to cut this dowel, I just score it with the scissors and then I just break it. So all I'm doing with this is I'm covering the end of the straw with the sticky dot, and then I'm going to cover it with the sticker. So I'm going to lay that right there, and I'm going to cover it with sticker. So, and I'm not trying to hold the straw in a fixed position. I need it to swing freely. So I'm just going to cover it with a sticker, just like that, just enough. And then, so now I have free range of motion, just like that. And then this has free range of motion. So maybe if I hold it like this, so you can swing it. Let me see. Lay this against my water bottle. You have free range of motion. If I'm holding this, then the other stays just like this. So that's what it should do. Now we're going to do the next two pieces. Oh, shoot. So I took a sticky dot and I put a sticky dot, a glue dot and a round sticker on the outside like that. And then I threaded the dowel in there, and now I got to cut it out this other side now that I got it about where I want it. Cut the dowel just a little short because there's plenty of room in there. You just don't want the dowel falling out. That's why you put the glue dot and the sticker. So then I got to do it on both sides. All right. This worked. Let me see if I can get this up here. So this is freely floating. See, it goes just like this. And then this is freely floating. Let me see if I can. This is not the easiest to do. Okay. Here. Let me see. So like this is freely floating. Goes all the way around. And that's what it's supposed to do. And the other one is freely floating. So you may need to put a piece of tape on those stickers. You can try glue to reinforce them. But now the idea on your challenge, your Makerspace challenge, is to find a stand. You can look online. You can look at the pictures of gyroscopes. You can stick it down in something. You can brace it on the bottom. There's all kinds of ways to do stands, but this is a freely floating gimbal for your gyroscope. So I'm proud of that. Okay, so this goes like this, and this goes like this. If it sticks a little bit, you can always cut out some of the middle with your scissors, but it's supposed to free float. There you go.